sun023, a Seiko Kinetic Tuna GMT in the black and red version. Yeah, this is basically the Kinetic Tuna. It has a kinetic drive, which is basically a movement which self-charges a lithium battery by vigorous movement, and I mean really vigorous movement. Just going for a walk is really not enough, or a watch winder is not enough. You really need to shake it vigorously in order to get the full power charge, which is up to 6 months power reserve. I guess if you shake it like 15 minutes, you can expect a charge of more or less 3 to 4 months. So a watch winder, for example, will not be enough to wind this thing, this beast. It really requires some active movement. It's a big watch, 47.5 millimeter diameter, 14.5 millimeter thickness. We have a shrouded watch here. It's basically tuna style with a shroud, but the shroud is more or less inclined towards the bezel. It's not straight up as the usual tuna would be. We have a stainless steel bezel, 120 click unidirectional. We have a Sapphire Crystal, which is very cool for this watch at this price point. As you can see, it's slightly lower than the bezel, so yeah, that's really good scratch protection there. You don't have to worry about scratching it as would be in a domed sapphire crystal, which basically would protrude from the bezel line. Interesting here also are the hour markers, which have this kind of like a 3D effect. Actually, it is 3D, that's why this effect. They are really deep in, I mean, the whole watch face is really deep. Of the 14.5 millimeter, a great portion is taken up by this, the depth of the dial face. They, of course, Lumibright is the applied Seiko proprietary luminous material here, of course you can expect that really bright Seiko glow in the dark. It's a GMT, so that is basically this blue inner number circle there, going from 1, or basically from 2 to 22. So we have a 24-hour hand here, which is this skeletonized blue hand, which will indicate second time zone. Yeah, that's a nice feature. I mean, if you need it, comes in handy, but normally, yeah, I guess it's more a gimmick for everyday use, not that important. We have a date window, no, not a date, just a date window at the 4.5 clock position, which is quite uncommon. I mean, usually you'd find it at 3 o'clock, or maybe at the 4 o'clock, or at the 6 o'clock. In this case, 4:30. A little date window, no framing, nothing around there. Yeah, just a simple opening there. But it's functional. As you can see, the seconds hand, it moves like a quartz watch. So this is that's exactly what this is about. You have a quartz movement powered by a lithium battery, and you recharge it by kinetic movement. So yeah, that's a really nifty idea. Citizen has a solar powered kind of system. This one is kinetic. So that's yeah, it's a nice thing, but in the end, it's more difficult to keep these things running than yeah, than an automatic watch. The shroud is coated, somehow coated with a black PVD coating, and it's skeletonized here around the watch case. You can see part of it cut out, and you have the screw down crown protruding there. Nice is that little red ring, which as I also explained in the previous review of the yeah, the Kinetic Tuna paddy, which is basically just has a different dial color. So this ring is a nice indicator to know whether the crown is screwed in or not. So if it's screwed out, it will, the ring will be visible, and you know something's wrong. We have the shroud held in place by some yeah, screws there. So it's an assembled watch, and basically can be disassembled also, normally not required. Case back is screw down case back, and 200-meter waterproof sapphire crystal stainless steel. That's what's stated there. So it's not a special or limited edition. It's a standard edition. So no numbering there. Okay, that sums it up. All right, guys, take care.